I want you to think about how
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracement to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hop on in here, boys. The water's fine. How's everybody doing? Good? Like the stream on your way in, boys and girls. Kick your shoes off. Grab a coffee. Cheers, boys. Stay a while, guys. Good morning, good morning. Let me pull the chat box up here. Good morning, Natsu. Good morning, Raymond. Good morning, Allie. Good morning, Zach. Wolf, good morning. Soft Trades, good morning. Weiler, Caven, good morning. Maida, good to see you. One, Brightwell, good morning, man. Good to see you. Good morning, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Good morning, Nika. What's up, Steven? Good morning, man. Welcome, 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 guys. Make sure audio is good here quick. I think so. Looks good to me, boys and girls. All right, let's start jumping into some things. Well, I guess first and foremost, as you guys know, we do have, or we had some red folder news here pre-market. Unemployment claims and ADP non-farm. 8:15 and 8:30. We have medium impact at 10:30, and then we have FOMC meeting minutes later this afternoon. So, I mean, we'll see what kind of price action we get today. Sometimes the FOMC meeting minutes days can be a little bit choppy in the morning session. So, I don't necessarily have like super high expectations, but I'm open to anything and attached to nothing, boys. This morning, I think would be the best way for me to describe how I'm feeling going into today. So, open to everything, attached to nothing, boys and girls. But just to kind of recap price from obviously really this whole week so far. So, at the end of last week, obviously we swept previous weekly lows down in here, which is where this premium and discount range is anchored from. Is this low being swept? We formed an SMT divergence with ES. If I show you guys my other monitor here, this is that ES versus NQ side by side. I have to zoom out here a little bit, maybe even scale up to a 4-hour. You can see the SMT with these lows between ES and NQ. So we took out a previous weekly low. This is at the tail end of last week. So far this week, we have seen price obviously trade higher. And then yesterday, seeing price trade down here into discount of this range. I told you guys yesterday that I was feeling a little bit more bullish on these higher time frames, and wanting to see price potentially return down into discount of the range, and then see if price can turn around and start heading back to the upside for some buy side levels. We'll see if that plays out or not. I mean, obviously, if we do go for this low, then that bias was just incorrect. Then I would say we're bearish. But as of right now, this morning, here on the 1-hour time frame, we see price having sold off, took out this previous daily low here on NQ and ES. Previous daily low swept. We traded right back up into this 1-hour imbalance, and as of right now, showing a lot of respect to the imbalance and behaving like price might want to keep flushing lower. I mean, if that is the case, I would say if we lose this low here, I might look to perhaps participate in some shorts down to the recent low. But I think I'm gonna stay steadfast for now and be open to the opportunities of going long if they do happen to show up here as well. So I like that we took out previous day low. We don't have any SMT at this moment that I've seen, at least. Other than the SMT at those previous weekly lows that I mentioned on the higher time frames. That's the only SMT that we have going for us at the moment. Unless I'm missing something, I might see something as I scale in here, and something could form as well. But what do we got? 940 right now. So we got macro in like 9 minutes, and medium impact at 10:30. So let me go ahead and let's scale in here. So this is that 1-hour imbalance. One-hour FVG. I'm going to fade this out a little bit. Kind of choppy here at the open. Let's go down to the 1 minute. $9.30 open right here. Here's your first presented fair value gap here on the 1 minute chart. Kind of nested up here in this price. I'm going to check regular trading hours quick as well. Opening range gap already traded up into for today with this wick up here into that 1 hour. We're retesting right now that first presented fair value gap. 9:30 open, 8:30 open. So yeah, I mean, I would say if we see price just respect these levels and then obviously make a push to the downside, then we're probably bearish, to be honest, at least to recent lows. So any sign of bullishness, I would say, we'd have to see price trade through here. It's kind of what I'm feeling, boys and girls. Yeah, no Powell, I don't think. Yeah, no Powell. Not like the actual FOMC, like Fed funds release, no. Just FOMC meeting minutes, so it's a little bit different. There's not actually like a statement. I think they just go over, like what they talked about or what's to come, maybe. Yeah, scheduled 8 times a year, 3 weeks after the federal funds rate is announced. Detailed record of the FOMC's most recent meeting, providing in-depth insights into the economic and financial conditions that influence their vote on where to set the interest rates. So, Yeah, I guess they're just reviewing what they did last month. And then we have FOMC. When is FOMC? A couple weeks out. Was this Friday, January 10th? Yeah. We gotta. Why does it keep? Forex Factory is glitching on me. Look at this. It just keeps showing the same week. I'm like, what is going on here? Well, whatever. I'm looking here at ES here on my other monitor as well. I don't see any SMT at these highs. If you're waiting for that, I'm just gonna stay patient for now. Macro in like 5 minutes, guys. Let's do a little poll. Yeah, draw's a little tough this morning. I agree, Trevor. Just do a poll in the chat though. Let's see what you guys are feeling for a bias. Yeah, let me know what you guys are feeling here. What's your bias for today? Mine's kind of dependent on what we do with this range that we're in right now. I still like the idea of staying with that long bias based on the higher time frames. If we get what we, get the confirmations here on the lower time frames. If we can get that, I'm definitely cool with looking for possible longs. And if price does hold here and we see price move away to the downside, then I could see myself going short as well. So staying pretty neutral, pretty loose. Keeping in mind that, we could get a choppy day today, being the morning of FOMC meeting minutes. That can happen. So it'd be nice to get a super clean day today. I mean, we got a forced day off tomorrow with Jimmy Carter, the morning of Jimmy Carter's death. So with a forced day off, kind of midweek, puts a wrench in things. It is day before NFP, so I guess it could be worse. Could be worse, right? Grizzly says NQ will take the high. NQ is looking more likely to sweep high before another dump. I don't know about that. Starting to get heavy. ES is a little bit weaker than NQ from the looks of it. I guess what we want to try to recognize if this does end up being choppy, right? What we would try to recognize as early as we can is if this just kind of continues to, make shallow runs at the highs and the lows and kind of create a broadening formation, well, then we're probably more of like a seek and destroy condition. And if we identify that early, then obviously we'll be extra cautious and perhaps could walk away early and be done and not try to force the envelope, but we'll keep our eye out for that, boys. This macro coming up here should be telling on what kind of condition we're going to get. We're just chopping around right here at this first presented fair value gap in these opening levels. Pretty choppy here. Like looking at the 15-minute chart, it's like a barcode on NASDAQ right now. Midnight open right up here as well. So yeah, if it runs for the midnight open, you gotta, I mean, I see what, was that Grizzly that said that? It's hard not to be drawn to these relative equal highs here on the 1 minute chart. Especially with midnight open right above. So I definitely see what you're seeing. But I would be privy to, like, if we displaced hard through here, right? And I'd be looking to, like, hopefully, if we got, you know, price spooling, I'd be looking for like an inefficiency above these highs, draw back into it, grab my long position. And then from there, you know, then you can start taking it up to these recent highs, maybe to the new week opening gap, etc. But yeah, me personally wasn't feeling confident enough, I don't think, to mess around with trying to grab the long entry down in here anywhere, to be honest. So very choppy day. Had a good clean setup for a buy at 8 a.m. this morning. 8 a.m. Right here. Do we have SMT with this low or no? I don't think we did, right? No. Yeah, I guess, yeah, clean 2022 or OTE model. Right here, 8 a.m. Look at that, just reaction right out of there. So that's kind of where we're at now. You know, price has traded down. We've created equal lows here as well on this 1 minute. I don't know if there's SMT here or not. There is. So we do have an SMT with this low. ES ran that same low out here, I think, with that recent push down. So everything's kind of aligning for that bullish bias that I was carrying over from after yesterday's sell-off into today. Obviously, if things are still valid, so no reason to throw it away just yet, but need to see more yet, I would say. Yeah, guys, look at this 15-minute chart. Oh my god, that's just a nasty candle here. 5, 3, Jesus, that's terrible. So here's my thought process, boys and girls. You know, don't want to see, like, I don't want to see just like a quick trade through these highs, sweep, and then like we immediately like start moving back down quickly into this range, because then I do think it is going to be choppy, kind of seek and destroy condition more so. But like if we could strong make a move above these highs, displace, perhaps even look for like a close on like a 5, potentially 15-minute candle, kind of get that little extra confirmation, and then scale back in and find the entry to see if we could keep pushing higher. But yeah, if not, trying to avoid any unnecessary losses if we can. Look at that, dude. It's just wicked. Dude. Yeah, FOMC meeting minutes today. Yep, exactly. What's good, Salim? Good to see you. If you guys weren't here yesterday and you're just joining for the first time this year, Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a great holiday season. I hope Santa brought you some gifts as well. And hopefully the market brings you some gifts in 2025. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this is nasty. This is absolutely nasty. Macro, we are in the macro as well. Man. Yeah, this is pretty wicked. There's definitely some blown accounts in here. Oh, man. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, man. Currently doing the 2023 mentorship. So far, video 66 of 105. Yeah, sometimes the mentorships are a little bit tough. Like if you're watching the ICT mentorships, because like you wanna try to watch them if you're going to watch them when they release, because he's always going over like market review of like that current price action that day. So I think it's really helpful, like if you're currently trading the market, that like if you traded that day and then you see like a review later, or obviously if he was live streaming during that time, like you can relate more to the price because you just traded it. But yeah, has anybody watched 2025? I started watching. I didn't watch his first one. I started watching the one that he posted last night. I got like 25 minutes into it, and then I'm not gonna lie, his voice started putting me to sleep a little bit. It was late at night, and I'm like, all right, time for bed. But I remember I was thinking that last night too. I'm like, man, if people watch these, like he's doing these recaps like the day of reading current price, like I feel like they really miss out on, you know, some of the value just by, if they're not looking at the current price of that day while also having traded it, if that makes sense. But so if you can, I would try to watch them. I would try to watch them the day of. I know that's tough, especially when they're an hour long. But that's what I would say. The only thing that I guess technically was learned, is not really going to be of any significance to me because I don't trade London session at all. But in the beginning of that video, he was talking about midnight opening range. So just like opening range of opening bell, first 30 minutes of market open here is opening range for New York. And then he basically just went over opening range for midnight, which could play into London session, and then using standard deviations essentially to predict lows and highs. But yeah, they're definitely long. He's definitely long-winded, man. And you know, that's just his style at this point. Amongst other things, of course. Yeah, this week's a little interesting, Allie. It's unique. I originally wasn't planning on streaming this week. I was gonna take this week off and come back next week. Just kind of thinking like, you know, we're still obviously very early in the new year, but like I said yesterday, I just kind of felt bored. Felt bored. I didn't like sitting here in the quiet in the morning, just looking at charts. Just after a few weeks of that, you got to think my last stream in December was like December 19th. You know, took off starting Christmas week. Christmas was on like a Wednesday, so it had been a few weeks. I was starting to miss you guys. So we're back. I can't promise great conditions. I can't promise we're going to be kicking ass, you know, first couple streams back or anything like that. But either way, we'll do our best to tape read and see what makes sense, see what we can filter out. We filtered out a loss yesterday, which was good. Obviously did not catch the short because the setup pretty much happened like right at the news release. So, you know, I always try to just stay away from that. It's usually just bad for me. Like if I take entries prior to the news, it's, you know, generally just doesn't work out. I'll get manipulated. I'll be the liquidity, and then it'll go in my direction or whatever. And I'm just like, should have just waited. So yeah, I didn't take the short yesterday. Filtered out one loss, and then we took one later in the following macro. Took a long and got a decent move at first, and then went risk free, and then it came back so fast in literally one candle. Stopped me out of break even. So Yeah, this is how it went, man. But where we go from right now, I don't know. We could go short. We could we could go short. We could go long, man. I don't know where the draw is right now. My buddy who trades VWAP, his way of identifying like seek and destroy conditions is VWAP open. So he claims, he swears that when we open at VWAP, it's always seek and destroy as well. That's like his indication, if that makes sense. And as soon as market opened today, right as I was starting the stream up, he texted me, he goes, VWAP open, bro. And sure enough. Might be something to that. What do you think will happen when Trump starts? Like, are we going to see bullish scenarios every day or what? No, I actually think we're probably going to sell off. I think we'll sell off shortly after and or around the inauguration. Obviously, we're kind of already starting that sell off right now. So if it gets worse, obviously, you know, but it's beginning of the year. It's pretty normal. But I don't think it'll be long lasting or anything like that. You know, God willing, there's no crazy like black swan events that coincide with him coming into office. There's a lot of weird shit going on right now, but I feel like it's just kind of the norm at this point. That just weird shit goes on. So, but no, generally any Republican candidate, and I would say like especially this incoming administration is, you know, great for financial markets. You usually see the dollar trend down. And obviously there's so many things that they have planned in this administration that I just think is ultra bullish. So even if we see a little dip early part of this year, then I'm not too concerned about it. To me, those are all opportunities to buy. You know, if you're somebody that is, you know, investing in index funds, investing in any asset whatsoever, cryptocurrency or whatever, it's like those are your opportunities, right? You gotta be aggressive when everybody is fearful. So when things look dire and things are crashing, whatever, there's blood in the streets. These Forex stock streets. That's the opportunity to buy. I'm gonna go ahead and mark out. I've been watching it obviously up here. This high as well. This is a recent high on the 15-minute. Keep in mind, we're still trading into this 1 hour fair value gap, right? So that's what this yellow shaded area is on my screen. We just kissed New York midnight. Just rated out these highs. So this is what I wouldn't want to see if we're gonna expand. You wouldn't want to see obviously price just kind of shallow, trade above these highs, you know, a couple wicks, and then we're right back in the range. Like I want to see now. What time is it? 10:03. So like, yeah, I want to start seeing some like slightly higher time frame candle closures. You know, like this 5 minute. Obviously, the 15 minutes got a little time left on it, but you know, and then once we get that, yeah, let's scale back in, see if there's like an imbalance here on the 1 minute chart. Could grab and in long, but this could very easily just sweep this and come right back, or trade to the low now, right? That's what it would be if it is seek and destroy. Well, that's exactly what we'll see. We'll see this trendline liquidity turn into this. it'll just start broadening. In and out, in and out. So, won't kill us to be extra patient. Leave no doubt. Check the 1 hour here. $30. Let's check. We got a 4-hour close as well. I mean, here's how the previous 4-hour candle closed. Mark out this high here as well. 4-hour imbalance. I mean, just look at how big this thing is. That's what she said. Not to me, but to someone. Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm talking about. So sweep this, fail to close above, close back below New York midnight. Just like, man, just want to see a little bit more to have like just strong confidence that this is going to do what you think it's going to do. Could wait for this 15-minute. That'll take us out of the macro though. But if there's no setup, there's no setup anyway. Really, the only way to trade these ranges, if you're somebody that does try to take advantage of seek and destroy, would be essentially you're ping-ponging these ranges, right? Buying above these highs, or I'm sorry, selling above these highs, buying below these lows. But it's risky. Like, it's never really been my forte. We did form an SMT divergence with these highs. ES is, like I said earlier, weaker than NQ at the moment, so there is an SMT with this current high. Inversion here, trading back down in the first presentation for value gap, 9:30 open. I'm just tape reading this right now. I don't necessarily have enough confidence, I feel like, to take this. Maybe on an eval or something, I don't know. But this would be kind of the idea if one were to play this inversion right now. Go figure. Is anyone playing this inversion setup right now? I am not in this. Just don't trust it. I mean, you go up to a 15-minute chart on your guys' end and just look at that. Look at that nasty work market's giving us right now. But yeah, I mean, it looks decent, especially with this SMT that formed. But macro ending here in a minute and a half. Along to my life savings at the top of the break. That's my boy, Dom. Come on now. But we've all been there. If you short, it'll go up. Regular trading hours look bearish, yeah. Just closed below first presentation for value gap. Not super convincing necessarily, given that we're at these opening prices, but yeah, man. Soft trades, you said you're in these shorts. Definitely not a terrible setup. But with this, like, that's just the behavior that... No, Norohuda, just tape reading this. Did not take it. No balls. Scared money don't make no money. And your boy's scared today. Your boy's scared. Put shorts goes long. Puts long goes short. Puts long and short ranges. Oh. So true. But yeah, I'm not sure how many of you guys did execute on this or not, but I know Soft Trade said he was in short, so yeah, if you're playing the seek and destroy range here, kudos to you. Congratulations. It's definitely playing out. More than enough room to partial close, go risk free, trail stop. Look at that. You can do whatever the hell you want. That's crazy. That's almost a 100-point move. Well, there you go. If anyone took that. I did not. But I am going to screenshot it for journaling purposes. Throw in the old journal. I'm going to add the macro here. Put it up here. 950 to 1010. Look at that thing. Sheesh. Jesus. Well, look at her drop, boys. Just traded below monthly open. ES and NQ both about to take this low. $15-minute candle just closed. And it closed heavy. I got an eye up here on like the 15-minute, 1 hour time frames. Because if we keep expanding here, there could be definitely opportunity to keep selling this off. It just depends if we come back into the range or not. We have sell side, obviously, previous weekly low all the way down below 21K on NASDAQ, so. We could potentially see that. If we stay bearish. All right, let me get caught up here. Past 50K top step, we back. Nice. Congrats, Anthony. Every shot you don't take, you miss 100%. Wayne Gretzky quote. Amen. Planning your third payout top step. No blowing express anymore. There you go, Anthony. No, Dante's. Just tape read the short there. Didn't take it. No balls. Waiting all morning, Nika. Yeah, it was looking pretty nasty though. 15-minute time frame. We were just barcoding and wicking back and forth, and then literally at the very end of that 15-minute candle, we just see price absolutely die. That's why I had no balls and also didn't execute on it, but took a screenshot, marked everything out, every confluence that was there. I'll add it to the journal. It's really all you can do at this point if you missed it. Don't trust because the equal highs on ES. Yeah, but we rated the equal highs, creating that SMT up here. If that's what you're referring to, but again, I mean, just because this was a move, like a big move, obviously a lot of points, you know, it doesn't mean that we're going to just keep spooling lower necessarily, right? Like, this could still be seek and destroy. It's a broadening formation, right? We're putting in new lows, back to new highs, back to new lows. So the range can be a lot of points, and it is today. Still, but it could still be that same condition. We're retesting this low now, rebalancing here on the 15. See if this wants to trade back up here into premium or not. Inversion here for the moment. See if she wants to reclaim BPR. But yeah, if we do continue lower, I do want to try to catch that. If we're going to start expanding toward, 21,000 previous weekly low. Again, just trying to avoid getting sucked into trying to catch a breakout out of a range on it if it ends up just staying, seek and destroy. Holy shit. Look at that. Wonder if we can get a replay. Oh, wow. I was going to say, I wonder if we can get a retap of monthly open. All right, I'm going to try that out. See if we can continue here to these lows. Buy stop. And then potentially see if we expand. Obviously, if we chop back into this range, this will be L. My plan is to probably just take risk off once we trade below. Sell side here at 21,221. ES is trading through that low right now. Yeah, I went risk free already. ES is trading through the low, creating SMT. So like if this just wicks all the way back up, I'm gonna just be I'll be cooked. All right, stop that break even. That might have been the wrong decision, but I'm kind of just tentative right now. We'll see. I'll see if I avoid a loss here or if I fucked myself out of a win. We'll find out. Oh my god! Thank God I went break even, boys. Holy fuck! Oh, that's funny. But no, this is what I was looking at. I'm gonna delete this. Well, no. We'll keep back on. We'll see. I'm gonna screen. I want to screenshot what happens after. Whether it ends up, avoiding the loss, good break even stop, and even if it does sell off, and like go to my target, I want to screenshot that as well. But yeah, what I was seeing was, if anyone was confused, just looking at ES here, 15-minute chart, side by side with NQ. ES traded through this low, which was my break-even stop was going to be that low on NASDAQ, but ES beat NQ to the punch, a little bit weaker. Created that SMT, so that was the reason for moving my stop as early as I did. Just trying to play some defense. Yeah, good stop at break even there. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Let me go ahead and just gonna download that as well. We'll add that to the folder. What about news? Yeah, we got medium impact as well in like 5 minutes. It's not red folder though, so I'm not like overly concerned about it, but obviously, yeah, good to be aware of it. You told me? What did you tell me? Now the short is valid? Oh, did you say we're gonna go to equilibrium or something? Yeah, my thinking was that we formed this PD array, we got equal lows. We had equal lows on ES and NQ right there. So my thought process was, if we stay heavy and we really go towards, like if we expand towards that sell side down here, 21K, this could be like really low resistant and just melt. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'll take it to the low. As soon as we take that low, go risk free. Because I don't want to, I don't want to be a part of that, move back into the range. That's going to be an L. So that was just the thought process there. Clearly, playing defense was the right decision there. So I'm happy with my management as of now. It could be worse. No offense to anyone, but I hate it when somebody says "told ya." You can be offensive. I agree. I think it's annoying. It's like, people that say that, were they just like in the YouTube live chat just hoping that whoever's doing the stream like reads their comment and goes, "Oh my God, Mohammed said he's going long? Oh my God, I gotta take it if Mohammed said it. If Mohammed said it, I gotta take it. Fuck, I wasn't gonna, but now that Mohammed said so, I'm gonna have to, I just have to. Look at the chat. Mohammed said it." Like, is that what people are, is that what they think? Because that's the way that they talk definitely makes it seem like that's what they think. Aw, Mohammed, I love you too. Now you make me feel bad for picking on you. That's true, Anthony. Now you've seen everything. You could die a happy man now. Oh, Mohammed. Oh, Mohammed. We got news in like 2 minutes, boys. But yeah, we traded up into premium of the range. That was the only thing in question, was can we get back to premium? Marked out this fair value gap here. Look at that. Kiss right off of it. Traded into a 15-minute volume imbalance on ES at that same time as well. All hope is not lost, boys. Mohammed, you said you were short. I'm curious what your position looked like. Did you just straight up do this? Like, was your stop above this fair value gap candle? Above the fair value gap? I'm curious how you set your position up. Just purely for nosy reasons. Stop loss above the first fair value gap. I'm assuming you mean here. Yeah, you're doing great right now. The fair value gap is a snipe right there. All right, here's the news coming out. See what kind of reaction this brings. Not trade today. Yeah, tape read one short up here. Michael didn't take it. Ended up being perfect, of course. Tape read the inversion here. I'm gonna post it on Twitter later today. Just going over the trades from stream, if you're curious at all. But yeah, no, I just tape read it. Didn't have the balls to take the trade. But yeah, played out perfect. Would have just been taking it down to this recent low here. And then just got stopped at break even on a position, so. You know, just another day in the office, boys and girls. But what time is it? 10:30. Give it here to about 11. We'll see if anything sets up here in the next 30 minutes. If not, be done for the morning. But yeah, let's do a little pulse check here quick, shall we? Oh. I'm gonna drop this poll and then go refill my cup of Joe, boys. Coffee's cold. Oh, I gotta close the other one first. Let me know, boys. Give me a pulse check. Are you guys doing good? Bad? Flat? Break even? Give me exactly 60 seconds. Not a second more. time. You guys didn't know I had speed like that, huh? Don't worry, neither did my ex-girlfriend. Two shorts, 2 wins today. Nice, Nick. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's definitely opportunity in here, especially when we're so volatile. There's so many points here. But yeah, looking at like, just look at this. Also, plenty of opportunity. Like, just look at the 5 and the 15. I won't lie. Like, this 5-minute formation looks fairly clean for like a 2022 model. Like, just looking at this chart alone in price. Sweep the high, tap midnight open, market structure shift, fair value gap, equal lows, but SMT down here. Anything could happen. Marathon, not a sprint. Holy shit. Muhammad. Muhammad, are you still short, buddy? Oh, God. He's gonna come in here and say that he closed right at the low here, probably. Muhammad, where you at? Muhammad has left the chat. Still on the short. Oh, okay. Still? I thought you said your stop was above the fair value gap. Or did you mean like the fair value gap candle? I'm always curious how people, like, I see some of these people that they do put their stops like right above the gap. And I don't know, dude. I just feel like every time I've tried to get stingy with my stop loss using a fair value gap, it always just backfires on me. Like every time I've tried using like the body of a candle or just the fair value gap itself without like including the wick, it's always just like wicked me out. And then it'll like go right back into profit. So, especially with NASDAQ, dude. Maybe ES would be a little bit more tame, but especially on NASDAQ, it's so volatile that it just comes and wicks that ass right out. Third candle. So, are you still in, Mohammed? Oh my God, it's teasing you. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good for the shorts right now. I mean, this is what we talked about though, boys. Literally broadening formation, seek and destroy to a mother effing T right now. Just absolutely crazy. But not crazy because we've seen this before. Haven't we? Haven't we, boys? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. We've seen this before. Oh, man. It just makes me feel... I'm just very happy that I did not, like, FOMO back into anything. You know, even this trade would have been short-lived. Like, I would have taken this trade. If I would have got this react... Like, if I put a limit here in this fair value gap, and I did get this reaction when we were talking about it, reacting away, I would have been risk-free, stop that break even again. So it wouldn't have mattered. But I would have expended some mental and emotional capital. Instead, we just got to add it to the position, says Muhammad. So you didn't get stopped out, Muhammad? You're saying that... What do you mean you didn't get stopped out? It went above this candle high. Mohammed. Are you lying? Are you lying, Mohammed? It definitely traded above this candle high. By at least a couple of ticks. Let's see. The high of this candle, the third candle is right here. The high of this candle, 367.5. High of this candle, 369. 69. Yeah, almost 2 points above that candle high. You said 1 hour fair value gap? Now you're just changing the goalpost. You said 1 hour fair value gap? Bro, what? Mohammed, are you telling me that your stop loss is 80 points? No judgment if it is. I'm just actually wondering. Seems kind of... Seems kind of wild. No, I understand you using my eyes. It's just crazy. I don't know. What do I know, dude? I'm just giving you a hard time, Mohammed. Only because you said I told you so. And my stop loss is above the leg. Mohammed, are you in the Discord? If you are, you should drop a picture of your like chart with your short position on it. I want to see what it looks like. Mohammed, are you a swing trader? Proceed with caution. I'll throw this little note up here for the any newcomers to the stream. But yeah, I mean, you can see like now we're kind of in some trapped order flow, bouncing back and forth between bullish and bearish PD arrays. It's pretty much anybody's guess, unless you're Mohammed. It's pretty much anybody's guess which direction price goes from here. You coded the algorithm with ICT. Well, that makes sense. See, you should have told me that before. If you'd have told me that before, then I would know. Yeah, I think that was when I turned. That was the last thing I remember hearing ICT say. I was watching his video from yesterday, last night, before going to Betty Buy Land. If you listen to ICT right before you go to sleep, you have dreams of ICT. So that's what I was going for. And yeah, I think the last thing I heard right before I turned it off was him saying that he coded the algorithm again. So that checks out. You shared your trade in the Discord. Let me pull it up. Man, I don't know why. Are you order block? Hui hui. MetaTrader. Sell. What is that? The 1 minute? I'm confused. Is that a sell limit, or are you in that trade? You're Chad. I don't know. It just says somebody. It says order block sent the screenshot from MetaTrader. Order block's in. He says. Wow. I see your execution there. I see where you entered. Sold off. You held it. It came all the way back. You're still holding it. Oh, here you go, Chad. I'm sorry. I had to scroll up one. That's my bad. Oh, so you did take the what chart is this? I feel like sketch right now. I can't tell what time frame that is. Why is it? Let me pull you up here on X. How about that? Let's check Chad's Twitter here, boys. There we go. 3 minute. So this is the this is the inversion from earlier, right? Yes, sir. 10 o'clock macro. Nice. Good work, Chad. And you got 287 and 260 as your exits. 287. So you got a little bit more out of this, didn't you? 287. Or oh yeah, so you took out this low. Okay, gotcha. Nice. Yeah, congrats, man. Chad, let me give you a follow here. Chad. My boy Chad. Hey boy Chad. Soft trades, you caught the same, yeah. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. Good work. Good work, boys. What time is it? 46. Yeah, Anthony. That was when I started tuning out. Chad, you know I was on Twitter? I do have it. Look right here at my screen here. Bottom right of the stream. All my handles on social media are the same. I used to have that little Streamlabs bot posting it in the chat, like promoting all my social medias, but then it just looked like the Streamlabs bot was like posting in there every 2 minutes, and I'm like, okay. I wasn't trying to like be slamming bot messages in your guys' face every 5 minutes. Yeah, that is one of my goals for the new year, is to grow my X account. It's like the only social media platform that I just really fucking struggle with for some reason. Like, I feel like I've posted some valuable things, but some funny things. But for whatever reason, they don't like me on X for some. You think it's because I posted like too much Trump stuff during the election? Turns out everybody in the trading community is just a bunch of liberals. That could be a thing. Not anymore with who owns the platform. Listen, yeah, Zuck said he was gonna get rid of the fact checkers on Meta as well, Instagram, Facebook, and go to more like a community notes style like X. Man, we are so back, boys. As a country, God forbid World War III doesn't start, but like we're so back. Man, I'm so excited for the next 4 years. God willing. You guys from Canada in the chat, you guys are gonna be you're gonna be our adopted children. We're gonna adopt Canada, Mexico, and Greenland, and we're just gonna become like a super nation. Are you guys excited about that? I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how do the Canadians? I know we got at least one Canadian in the chat based on previous streams. How do the Canadians feel about that? You got Trudeau resigning Monday. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, so he resigned on Monday. And then now you got Daddy Trump. Look at this. You got Daddy Trump telling you guys that you guys are about to join the dark side. Look at this. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's go. Although Trump speaks of peace, I think he will start 2 new wars. I strongly disagree with that, Daniel, personally. Let me check the poll here. Green, red, flat break even. It is like a straight up. Most of you guys are green technically. Otherwise, it's pretty even, like thirds across the board here. Green, red, flat. Yeah, I ended up with 1 entry and we got stopped at break even, obviously. The 1 trade that I tape read would have been absolutely perfect, but you know, it was from the extreme of the range, right? So if I was looking to get bearish, that's the opportunity to do it, is at the extreme of that range, right? So yeah, I just was not feeling super confident in it at the moment, so it is what it is. I'm not too mad. Between yesterday and today, like yesterday, obviously big sell-off right at the news event, so not really much I can do about that. It's just not something that I want to make a habit of doing. And then today, yeah, just definitely in seek and destroy, so. If you're trading, I would say hopefully you were kind of trading the seek and destroy profile. Or just playing defense, being smart. That's really all you can say. We got macro starting right now, so I'm gonna watch I'll watch like the next 10 minutes or so. See how this hour finishes up. Not that I'm expecting necessarily anything to manifest trade opportunity wise, but I also kind of want to see Muhammad, you're not in the, you must not be in the Discord because you didn't send your position in here. Chad sent his, Order Block sent his, Soft Trade sent his. But yeah, two of my goals for this year. I want to be more active in this Discord with you guys, and then also on X, and then obviously streaming. I highly considered streaming both AM and PM session. But as I thought about it, I'm just like, man, I really don't like trading PM session if I can just trade AM, if I'm being honest. And I kind of just asked myself, I'm like, would streaming AM and PM session actually be helpful to my own trading? And then also, would it be helpful to the trading of the people watching? And I just thought the answer was no. Like, obviously, there's some days where the PM session's nice, but if I did it, I would literally be doing it selfishly to try to grow my YouTube more. And I just don't think that'll be actually helpful for what we're trying to achieve, which is obviously improve as traders and take good trades, good opportunities, not overtrade, etc. So ultimately, I decided against that. Pull the chat box back down here. Chad, are you actually from India? Or are you trolling? Wolf, you're Canadian? Trudeau resigning is a celebration, but joining USA has a much chance as snowballs in hell. Yeah, I don't know if it'll actually happen. It's definitely sounds far-fetched. Fun to talk about, though. Rita says, okay, I told you ES equal highs won't be left. SMT at liquidity is fake SMT. Okay. It didn't, I mean, they didn't get taken out yet, but I don't know what you want. I mean, yeah, I'm sure markets go, let me hang on. Cause I think Rita thinks he or she did something here. You did say equal highs. Yes. You said that, I believe, when I was looking at my short position. And my thought process when I took that short position was, we're going to go take sell side first. So that was why I was going to go break even once we took sell side, because then we could go back into the range and back to the highs. We took the low on ES. When break even, got stopped at break even. So I think, Rita, what I'm trying to say is I think we're both right. Right? We still went lower. We took out the low first and then reversed and now heading towards those highs. If that makes sense. But markets go up 70% of the time, so it's not like I was, don't get it wrong, it's not like I'm saying those equal highs were never going to get taken out. But kudos to you, Rita. If we adopt Canada, would we go metric or would Canada go to the imperial? That's the thing, is I don't think a lot would change. Like, that's why I don't think it's kind of far-fetched anyway. Like, they're Canadians, dude. They got their own shit. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to metric, though. I know that. This bullish PA is beautiful today. Beginning of the new year has been super volatile. Yeah, it's been volatile. Nika, you should have held. What were you holding? I'm assuming longs. Hey, Tyler, I know it's stupid to ask people, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. What? I'm not sure. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I agree, and just like as a life philosophy in general, but I kind of feel like that's kind of some dangerous trading advice, don't you think? It sounds like a justification for just sending trades willy-nilly, even if you aren't very confident in it. You're just like, I just kind of want to see what happens. Like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. All right, so yeah. So let me put a dozen trades on here quick, because I'd hate to miss some of the shots I don't take. You know what I mean? I gotta stop that break even, Kelly. But yeah, perfect seek and destroy. We kind of anticipated it from the beginning of the session as a good possibility that would happen. And yeah, I mean, we tape read, like we anticipated it, and then we tape read right away. Once we ran this high out, hit midnight open, 1 hour fair value gap, we inversed here. You know, like we read price pretty damn well, I would say. And then the idea when I ended up shorting down here, the one I got stopped at break even on, was simply just in case we did break out, right? Like I'm just not really interested in trying to trade ranges, to be honest. And I would say this probably, I can't speak for everybody, but at least most of the ICT traders that I know of, like we all try to go for spooling markets, right? Expansions, one way or the other. So I'm just not really trying to trade these ranges, to be honest. I mean, I could do it. It's just not something that that hasn't been what all my reps in trading using ICT concepts have not been trying to do that. So I wouldn't really have like a ton of conviction with trying to trade those seek and destroy profiles necessarily. Like I know exactly, like in my mind, I know what I'd be trying to do, right? Just trying to ping pong necessarily, like pretty much, but you know, it could break out at any moment. So I don't know. It just doesn't, it's not really something I've tried to put a lot of effort into trading on. But all right, I'm gonna end this poll here. So Tyler as a puppet says, I took a loss, it's your fault. Let's go. You deserved it. Bro's trying to get us to gamble our life savings. What are you talking about? Did I miss something in the chat here? Or are you talking about the you miss 100% of the shots you don't take? Sorry, sometimes I don't read the chat right away. But yeah, man, I would say, you know, be cautious, be safe. I mean, not to say you can't trade this. There's the nice thing about on a seek and destroy day like this, at least the range is big, right? When we're super volatile like this, there still is opportunity, but the opportunity goes both ways. The opportunity to lose money is equally as there, right? Because we're inside of a damn near 200-point range at the moment. So I guess it's up to you. I would just say be cautious, be safe. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. The year is still brand spanking new. And we got FOMC meeting minutes later today. Tomorrow, remember, we technically are closed because of the morning of Jimmy Carter, guys. It'd be a day that I would advise caution anyway because it's the day before NFP. First NFP week of the year. So, yeah, just be smart, guys. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys showing up. Like the stream before you head out, you crazy cats. And my plan will be to be back live trading Friday after NFP. See what we can take advantage of on NFP Friday, guys. Thank you guys for showing up, and I will see you guys then. Peace out, everybody.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ chart's on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.